my name is Ebony Nash. I take the she, her, hers pronouns, and I'm the Director of Development and Communications for CommunityWorks. Today we're at AuroraWorks, which is one of our sites right off of Colfax. And when you walk into Aurora, the very first thing you'll notice is that we're in a barbershop. We do barbershops because it's kind of the center point for community, to bring people in, to kind of get them acclimated and to kind of understand who they are as a person and build relationships. Then when you walk to the back, we have a classroom where we can hold trainings, we hold mentorships, we have a computer lab for use of any of our participants, and then if you walk a little further, we also have a recording studio that can be utilized by any of our participants or staff to kind of create and envision what they want. We help with production, with recording, which is kind of getting the basics down on how to use the technology. And this is all part of our classes that we offer here for CommunityWorks. There's pre-apprenticeship training, registered apprenticeship training like forklift, flagger, customer service, and leadership. So much more to kind of prepare people to get gainful employment.
So my name is Lorenzo Allen, the site director of the Denver metro area. How I got into this line of work, in 2017, when I got home from the NFL, I had a back injury, and I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do, but I know I wanted to help out the community due to the fact that, you know, the barriers that I faced growing up, I knew that I had to do something to impact the community. You know, growing up with a mother with multiple sclerosis, for me, it was hard due to the fact, you know, we didn't have a lot of resources to pay the bills and to pay for the lights and things like that. And for me, you know, going to sleep hungry at night, especially, you know, as a kid and in college, it was really tough, you know. So when I got home from the NFL, you know, I reached out to my old parole officer as a juvenile, and with that, she put me in contact with the CommunityWorks, which at the time was DenverWorks. I started off as a recruiting coordinator, and then from there I became the site director of the Denver metro area. And everything that we offer in the Denver metro area to me, it's like close to heart due to the fact growing up we didn't have those resources. So, you know, we help out with job placement, job preparation, and from job preparation we do forklift classes, we do construction pre-apprenticeship classes, we do customer service and leadership classes. And once you graduate from one of our classes, we do job placement. I have so many connections with employers in the Denver metro area where you don't have to go fill out the application. You get hired directly on the spot with that employer.
My name is Winfred Green. I'm the Director of Business Development for CommunityWorks. CommunityWorks is the parent company for business development, AuroraWorks, DenverWorks, Colorado Springs Works, and Pueblo Works. And what our main focus is, we find ex-offenders or people with backgrounds jobs. Now when people come out of prison or halfway houses, they come to one of our locations and they can get clothes. We sign them up for a program and we teach them soft skills, how they can write a resume, and then, but most of all what we do, we have partnered with different companies where the people that we send over there, we vet them, they get preferential treatment. 99% of the people that we send for a job are hired. We have programs here for forklift training. We also do apprenticeship programs. These are the programs that we offer people with backgrounds. So they have, this is a one-stop, we call it a one-stop shop. We find people jobs with livable wages. So we only do partner with companies that agree to pay a livable wage, as we call it. So that's what CommunityWorks Back to Business does.
Hey, how you doing? I'm Joaquin Mobley. I'm the Vice President of CommunityWorks. I'm here to give you guys an overview of the organization and my unique relationship with the organization. I'm formerly incarcerated. While incarcerated, I took the time to really focus on building myself up and getting prepared for my release. Upon my release to the halfway house in Denver, Colorado, I was introduced to CommunityWorks via a good friend of mine named Robert Andrews. At the time, he worked for the state. He introduced me to CommunityWorks, at the time called DenverWorks. They accepted me with open arms, and from there, I was able to, you know, receive supportive services as such as transportation, housing assistance, you name it, they had it for me. and I was able to actually get a job. And from there, I was able to stabilize. After I stabilized, I was able to use that as a springboard to go on and do bigger and better things. Being that they were so wrapped up into my, getting stabilized and me becoming more self-sustaining, I felt obligated that I had to volunteer for the organization. So I went in and I was giving out phones. I was helping with job search with individuals that were just recently released, such as me. And from there, I was able to take that into a case management career. As a case manager, I really was integral in the whole, process of getting jobs for the individuals. And from there, they seen my effort and my work, and they charged me with the opportunity really to open up an office in Colorado Springs. In Colorado Springs, I was able to really expand the program, get a lot of other individuals involved, and really get high-centered on focus with the 18 to 24-year-olds who were going down that path, or they were also returning from prison. Once we did good work there, we were able to reduce the recidivism down to 2% within our organization. And from there, they made me the site director. As a site director, I got to work on more programming. I got to work on how we distribute supportive services, all the above. And from there, they made me the vice president, to which is the position I hold now. As the vice president, we've been able to expand outside of just the Denver area as well as Colorado Springs. And now we're in the Pueblo vicinity. We're also in Aurora as well. Our whole intention is really to meet the individual where they're at. We don't try to talk above them, talk down to them, or talk at them. We talk with them, and we come along their side to know that there's more than what meets the eye as far as support. We provide everything from housing, transportation, access to technology and communication, and as I mentioned previously, access to grooming via the barbershop, and access to creating music and giving yourself a platform for your creativity here in the music area as well. So we do a lot of great work here with the intention of stabilizing you, as well as creating a career pathway so that you become self-sustaining.
In addition to the programs that we have some really exciting programs that are starting up specifically for women. We understand that a lot of our classes and services might be tailored directly to men or people who identify as male. So we have a lot more programs coming in that are really tailored to women, experiences, classes, trainings that really can focus in on what they might want to do or what they want to develop to have a gainful career. Things that you might be seeing are getting some protective hairstyles in our barbershops, understanding that some of our women, especially Black women, need these hairstyles to kind of feel confident and to really empower them throughout our programs, and getting jobs or just like kind of self-advocacy in general. We really want to keep that culturally relevant, especially in the area of Aurora. And then you might see some more of our registered apprenticeships to be tailored more to customer service, potential tailoring of our suits and career closets that we also offer our participants. And that's something I really am excited to offer, is to have our wraparound services in addition to our education and training. We have services like Lifeline phones, where we can get free phones for our participants, phones and tablets, which has full text and call as well as data. We also can sign you up for food stamps. We can help with housing and transportation if that is at a site near you. So many things to make sure that we're removing the barriers to employment and getting you on the right track to having the future you desire. I really enjoy this organization because we're like a family. If you have any barrier at all, whether it's one of our known programs or services or not, we invite people to tell us about your story and about where you're at, and we will do whatever we can, whether that's internally or externally, to kind of remove that barrier and make sure that you're on the path to success, for generational success instead of just single success.